Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Next task in this little adventure. There's all this lot up here. It's disgusting, and as I've done up there already, it's got to be cleaned, hasn't it? It's got to be trimmed back. So in this vid, I'll be doing some of that. So yeah, if you fancy seeing a nice little clean-up video, stick around. Maybe even a little bit of action with the machinery yet, I'm not sure. So we'll see how we get on. These gates here, they're quite small, but they are relatively heavy. I might well have to just use a tractor just to load them up, because there's a pile of gates and stuff that we keep, and I don't want to be lugging them all up round there by hand. It's too much hard work, isn't it? That's what machinery's here for. So I might well get a tractor or two on the go, but we'll see how we go. So yeah, let's get to it. In case anyone's wondering why I use this thing, just a cheap long reach petrol hedge trimmer. Has got another attachment as well, it goes really far. I think it's like 13 foot or something. I find it the best because when you've got fencing and stuff like that, you can just get up to the edge of it, right? And if you're using a normal line strimmer or a blade on the strimmer, it's always catching the fencing. It wears the wire right down. This thing, you've got a little bit more control over it. So in case anyone was wondering, that is why I use one of these. Right, much better, as I think you'll agree. Cleaned up nicely. There's a few little bits that are intertwined in the fence there, but they'll just go brown, die off and drop down. Knock those off at a later point. Look at that. There, round and down to here. So much cleaner. Had a little clean up over there as well, just to keep on top of it. Right, so I need to move these gates. I'm not traipsing them all around, so I'll go and get the 5610 loader out, so I'll show a little bit of that. I know a lot of people seem to enjoy seeing the machinery. We'll get that old girl fired up. It's a bit cold again today, but I'm hoping it will fire up okay. So we'll get that going and get these moved out of my way. There we go. Fingers crossed. Lovely. Right. That'll do her there, I think. Right. Just remembered there's a few locked up logs down the bottom. So I'm going to go and grab them whilst I've got this running. So I'll take you along for that. Disclaimer, the sound from on board the tractor is really bad, so I would recommend turning it down. I do apologise. The footage is done now, so there's nothing really that I can do about that. Just turn it down a little bit. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. As time progresses, I'm learning these things and whatnot. I'll try and make it like that much better. A bit finicky, this gearbox. We want it to actually do something. Down a bit. Right, let's go. Yeah, it's not been too bad today, to be fair. Quite productive. It's funny though, right? You don't really realise I've been up here for hours. Just doing these little bits. It takes ever so long to get going, you see. Let's get on down the bottom. On the way down, we'll just have a little look at that. That's what I've just been clearing over there at the moment. Lovely jubbly. Looking much nicer now. Oh, buried in the way. But yeah, whew. Love this old 5610. Absolutely pleasure to drive. Like, I want to put the door back on it at some point. Look at all this. This is so much to come. Clearing out all these fields, cleaning them up, going back up to the main bit there, and then all this down through here. Look, oh dear, it's just thousands and thousands of hours of content. This is where it's at. Behind the wheel of this thing, going on down. That's what it's all about. I absolutely love being in these machines. Here we are, look. Cut some more of this up the other day. Some lumps down there. I don't want. Don't know what word I should use. Little tea leaves coming along and having them. They're a bit of a commodity at the moment, logs. So get these loaded up and then we'll get on back up. Loads more of this tree to cut up yet. I'm going to do it in sections. Try and catch little bits of it in other videos. Plenty of logs to come out of that lot, let me tell you. Not too much weight in there, to be honest. Linear. If you would have split it up, it's probably only, I don't know, half a load's worth of logs in there. But you know, that's half a load that should be being processed to go into this place. You know what I'm saying? Nice steering lock on these as well. Not quite as good as that little Ferguson though. Can't wait to get that thing going again properly. Get it right up here, I don't want to burn the clutch out. So yeah, let's yeah, that's it, bit of smoke. I'll put them in front of the splitter, I think, just for the moment. About there would do, I would say. Let's just lift them up. Right, let's get back to it. Another little thing ticked off the list that I ain't got to worry about. Whoa. Very boggy up here still. I won't be coming up here again for another couple of weeks with any machinery. Especially after the last episode where I made a complete mess. You see in that video, made a complete mess with the telehandler. Destroyed the ground. Yeah, so I'll get this thing put away. See what the time is after. Yeah, no, that's the lot. It's bloody, it's R3 now. It's unbelievable how long it takes to get certain bits done and get everything unpacked and that, get the equipment out. By the time I get gone, it'll, be getting on for dinner time. Not a massive amount going on in this video, but I said I want to try and log everything that I've done just to show the process, to clean up, befores and afters, etc. Little ride out in the old 5610. Lovely. If you go back a couple of weeks ago, before I started doing anything with this area, and even up there, around there on the other videos, it's just coming together a lot nicer. It's difficult. It doesn't look too bad in the winter because most of it's died down, but in the summer when it's all flourishing, it is awful to look at. We'll just keep knocking it down. It'll go greener, but there we go. Cleaned up down through there. Lovely job. Keeping all the overgrowth down around these apple trees up here as well, just to keep this area at the top looking that bit smarter than it did before. So much work to do up here. I'm going to put it all on here, as well as some anything to do with machinery and maintenance. Like I said, we'll be needing to get that digger going in the next couple of months, I suppose, and that needs repairs. So I'm going to get on that as well. It's all going to be on here because I want to have all of this as memories of how far the place has come. I only really started making the videos properly about 8 months ago or so, I suppose. Started trying to make them better. Gradually trying different things out, seeing all different ways of filming and whatnot, and it is really quite a buzz. Just trying all these different things, and like I said again in a previous video, if the channel does start to do well, I will get some better filming equipment, especially for if we're doing ride-alongs in the tractors. It'd be great to have a setup in the corner so you can see the whole cab with a decent wide lens and not shaking around like that. It's yeah, I'd like to get shots like that and whatnot. That's all I've got time for today. Thanks for joining again. If you're rejoining, and I'll see you on the next one.